Hello, 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 and welcome. Three Fates Oracle. Just preparing for a collective message today. I normally only do collective messages when I feel called to, or I feel a lot of circulating energy, heavy energy, or a lot of shifts. So I've been feeling called to do another video recently, and so I just thought I would pop on and say hi to the collective and go ahead and see what kind of messages come out for us today. So Holy Spirit, archangels, and ancestors, any collective messages today for the collective that we've drawn to ourselves? Thank you. So this might be a period of reconciliation for many in the collective. We also have a firmware update coming through. So there may be some firmware updates that we're experiencing. This might feel strange, new, and exciting for many people. And really what we're doing is we are breaking self-imposed barriers at this time. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Any other collective messages this morning? Thank you. Balance. So balance, we're learning how to balance. We are moving toward more balance. I've been feeling that myself pretty heavily too. Okay. What else is coming through today for the collective? Thank you. That's too much though. So it's a remembering is coming through. It's a remembering. Thank you. Any other collective messages this morning? Thank you. So wide awake came out just a second ago, and it came out again as I was shuffling. So wide awake is definitely supposed to be out here. Also hidden talent. So what I'm hearing right now is there may be people in the collective who have skills or talents that they have not become aware of yet. So these are probably going to start coming online as you start to experience your firmware update. And just remember that it can be confusing sometimes, and it's best for us to be open and curious when we start to get these hidden talents that come forth or new skills come online that you may have been previously unaware of or were unsure about, or we're not like really sure how to navigate it. It can be overwhelming. It can be scary. We can have a sense of confusion sometimes. Thank you. But yeah, exactly. But this is growth for us. This is growth. Okay. And so we just need to remember that we are a shooting star. You're a shooting star, baby. Okay. And so, you know, we're through breaking down these self-imposed beliefs and by reconciling these old patterns and experiencing these really strange, new, and exciting emotions and trying to achieve more balance. You know, we need to remember that things are going to come up and it might feel heavy at times, but really what we're doing is we're remembering who we are, okay? We're remembering who we are, and that process includes moving things through the body, okay? And through the mind, and it can be confusing sometimes. Thank you. So the question becomes, what seeds are you planting, right? As we are experiencing this stuff. Okay, yeah. Okay. So yes, so you're probably going to feel this in your solar plexus chakra. That's right here. This is where we hold a lot of trauma and things like that. And really, we just need to remember that we can clear this by doing various things. So if we want to lean into this process a little bit better and have some more comfort in this experience, that with this very strong energy that's happening with solar flares, with the eclipse season, full moon in Aries, really powerful full moon, right? We're at the harvest, so we're harvesting things that we've collected, not just in this lifetime and what we've experienced in this lifetime, but every lifetime up until now, which is why reconciliation came out first, okay? So what can we do? Eat yellow, be around yellow. And we have yellow on the trees coming out now, which is really nice. You can listen to frequencies that are related to the solar plexus chakra. I would encourage eating yellow foods. So curries would be good, yellow curry, lemon in your water. I would eat like yellow peppers would be really good. Yellow squash, so like spaghetti squash might be a good one. Think of things that are yellow that you can add to your diet. Yellow carrots are really good. So just any type of yellow food that you can consume will be good. And getting like sunlight into your eye space. So you can do like light sun gazing. That can be super powerful as well. And listening to frequency for the solar plexus chakra. Okay. Do we have any advice for the collective today before we move into clarification? Advice for the collective? Holy moly. Okay. So advice, these are all upside down. So we're not going to take those, but what I did get is fear is in your mind. So the advice here is remember that fear is in your mind. It's not actually yours. And independence. So you may be moving toward being more independent, feeling more independent work, or being independent of the fear that you feel like you are experiencing because it is part of your mind and not actually part of you. Remember, our mind is separate from ourselves. Golden fleece. The golden fleece is coming through with level up. So just like it said with the firmware update, this is just kind of doubling down on that concept. We are in a level up space with growth, firmware update. So this whole middle row here, middle column, I should say, is firmware update, balance, hidden talent, growth, level up. The golden fleece. So this is interesting. The golden fleece is tied to a myth about Jason and the golden fleece. And so what I'm going to do is see if I can find a quick synopsis of that because I can't remember the whole story verbatim. And I'll just read like a little boop-de-boo about it. And then we'll kind of go from there. So give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So this is actually super interesting because I remember reading, I obviously love mythology if you know me personally, but this is very interesting because this is about Jason and the golden fleece. So in this legend, Jason was the son of Aeson. He was an heir to a throne, but his stepbrother usurped him. And he was sent to his mother, and he was actually brought up by Chiron the centaur, which is very interesting because Chiron is actually in Aries right now. Okay, and so I would look at Chiron in your chart. Where is your wounding? This is the wounding. Chiron is like what we are trying to heal. So that reminds me of the reconciliation card over here, right? So that's very interesting. After years of study, he came to a stream and he helped an old woman across, and he lost a sandal. She revealed herself as Hera and said that she was going to help him. So he actually went on a quest to find the golden fleece. And he's considered an Argonaut. And Argonauts are applied to adventurous seekers. Okay, so what are all of us here in our earthly physical manifestation in this human body as a spirit? We are adventurous seekers. If we stay open and curious to it and remember who we are, right? And think about what seeds we're planting. I'm going to look up Medea as well, because she's part of that golden fleece story. So just remember to be open and curious. It's a remembering. We're all like on this adventure. And we're really, reconciling a lot and waking up a lot more right now. Realizing that, a lot of the fears that we have, they're not even ours. They're not part of us. It's part of our mind, okay, that has been deeply programmed. And so we can release all of that. This is a really good time for releasing. When we have the space then freed up, then we can receive this firmware update. We can receive these hidden talents. We can grow through it. This is our level up. We're on this adventurous quest, okay? So yeah, that's what's kind of coming through for me right now. Sorry, just give me 1 second to try to find this in my tome. And it might take a bit longer than I thought, so I don't want to take up everybody's time too awfully much. Give me like 2 more seconds, and then if I can't find her right away, we will just kind of move forward, so to speak. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and wrap up with my channel, my primary channel, and we'll just stay in the channel and see what kind of clarification we can get from the tarot. So we're going to be using Surrealist Tarot here today. To see what kind of information or clarification that we can get about this collective message. So can I get more information on this firmware update, please? Can I get some more information on the firmware update? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, firmware update. Yes, the Devil and the Hanged Man. Okay, so the firmware update is about shedding, right? Getting rid of these physical ailments, physical ties, bad habits, old patterns. And then we also have the Hanged Man here. So just hang loose, right? So if you just hang in there, then this firmware can be updated. We can release the things that are not serving us anymore, okay? And we can move forward through this process that we are being called to. What is the reconciliation? Thank you. 9 of Swords. Yeah, so for the reconciliation, we got 9 of Swords. I'm really drawn to this apple with the rose growing out of it. And the clouds are actually mountains. You may feel like you've been climbing a mountain for a while. The 9 of Swords in traditional imagery is almost like a fence. Or no, it's not. So swords. So 9 of Swords is, I was thinking of wands. I wonder why wands are coming to mind. Anyway, so 9 of Swords is feeling like we need to protect ourselves. 1 second. I don't pull 9 of Swords a lot. Let me see what I have here for 9 of Swords, because really what I was feeling off of the card is like feeling like we climbed a mountain. Yeah, anxiety. Feeling like you need rest. Yeah, so you climbed a mountain and you need rest, right? But there's a rose growing out of this apple. Like, even though she looks melancholy, okay, there is something beautiful that can come from this. We all need rest. And so I feel like this reconciliation coming in with the 9 of Swords is really saying, like, look, you have climbed the mountain long enough in a lot of things that seemed unfair or wrong, right? Or imposed on you. They will be reconciled. And right underneath that is breaking self-imposed barriers. So some of these things might be things we imposed upon ourselves. With all the swords like hanging over you, you may feel like, they're in the original imagery, they're over her on the wall. She hung them over her bed. And so, it is time to realize that some of these things are self-imposed, and Again, the fear, and below that, right, fear is in our mind, okay? And we are independent. Really, we're interdependent, but in this case, we can reconcile the stuff that doesn't serve us so that we can feel more independent. New, strange, new, and exciting. We got 6 of Wands. Okay. I feel like there's one more. So what else needs clarification here? What am I supposed to know or tell the collective? Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, all right. This is related to the Golden Fleece. Level up. This goes like down here. So we have the Devil and the Hangman at the top with the firmware update, but this Ace of Pentacles is related to this middle column. Ace of Pentacles, we are growing something significant. You are a shooting star. Okay, right? And there's a lot of growth here, and you're on the search for this proverbial gold, right? And it's coming. It's coming. The egg is cracked open here, right? So it's coming. It's coming. You guys are doing fantastic. It probably feels heavy for some people right now, but also almost energizing, like you know what you want to do, but you're not really sure what to do with all this energy because your body's not letting you. This is related to the firmware update. We need to release things through our body. That's why the solar plexus chakra came up, because that's where we hold a lot of tension. That's where we hold a lot of our trauma. And so again, like eat yellow foods, do some, yin poses in yoga that are going to like open up that chakra. Okay. Listen to the frequency for the solar plexus. This is all going to help you immensely. So yeah, I mean, I don't really feel that I have much else for us today. Maybe we'll get a map card and see what the map has for us. This deck is really beautiful. So what does the map have to show us today? Where are we on the map? Where are we on the map? Oh, there it went. Moonlight. Oh, yeah, full moon, right? Haha, how nice. Okay, so moonlight. Okay. So moonlight. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytical. Follow it. Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. It's a remembering. It's a remembering. Resist second guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, tingling, a clear sound, an animal, an object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. So this goes along exactly with what this whole channeled reading was talking about. Follow your intuition. You're getting a huge level up and breaking through some barriers. Make sure that you're listening to your dream body. Make sure that you're listening to your messages. Trust yourself. Okay, you're a shooting star. I think that's all I have for everybody today. So thank you so much for allowing me to serve and to be part of your journey. Love you all so much, and until next time.